Hi guys, you know what? Our environment now is very polluted. Xin chào các bạn, và các bạn biết không, bây giờ môi trường của chúng ta thì bây giờ rất là ô nhiễm because of the toxic waste, air and water. Bởi vì do là những cái chất độc hại này, không khí và nước. So, you saying rubbish is very dirty, right? Các bạn nghĩ là rác thì rất là bẩn đúng không? But some rubbish is very useful and it recycle and reuse it again. Và một vài loại rác thì rất là hữu ích là chúng ta có thể là tái chế lại và dùng lại. If you know what to do with it, nếu các bạn biết là làm cách nào để làm với nó. So, today I will read you a story about the artist H. Scott. Và hôm nay thì mình sẽ đọc cho các bạn một câu chuyện về một ông họa sĩ tên là H. Scott. And he is all other people rubbish to create a huge work of art. And he called it trash people. Và ông ấy đã dùng tất cả những rác của người khác để làm thành một công việc nghệ thuật lớn. Và ông ấy gọi đó là người rác. So, I will read you this. And this is him, is a H. Scott. This H. Scott. So, are you ready? Let's start. Các bạn đã sẵn sàng chưa? Bắt đầu nhé. Trash people. H. Scott is a German artist. He is 63 years old. Scott always wanted to be an artist. He started drawing pictures when he was very young. By the time he was 6 years old, he was an excellent painter. His parents found an art teacher for him so that he could learn more different kinds of art. From 1958 to 1961, Scott studied at the Dusseldorf Art Academy. He became interested in making art from rubbish. In 1969, he covered streets in Munich with rubbish and paper to make a huge work of art. In 1976, he filled Street Mark Square in Venice with a newspaper during the night. When people saw the newspaper in the morning, they were very surprised. Some people thought Scott was making a mess, but other people realized that he was using rubbish to make something different and wonderful. Scott moved to New York in 1950 because he thought it would be a good place to work on his art. Many modern artists have started their careers in New York, including Jackson Pollock. Pollock was one of Scott's favorite artists. Scott continued to use rubbish to create his work of art. In 1983, he used a copy of the New York Times newspaper to create a paper river through parts of the city. Later, Scott returned to Germany to live and work in college. In the 1990s, he began to work on a huge project. He visited a rubbish dump in college and paid 41,000 mark for lots of old cans, computer parts, used plastic, and all kinds of other rubbish. Next, Scott worked with 30 exciting to clean all the rubbish. Then they used the rubbish to create 1,000 life-size sculptures of people. It took them 6 months to complete the project. Scott called the sculpture trash people. Scott saw his sculpture in Germany first. He placed them at the amphitheater of Saturn. The trash people stood in rows, like an army of soldiers. The sculpture was very popular, and Scott wanted to give more people the chance to see them. He decided to send the trash people on a tour around the world between 1996 and 2008. The trash people stood in parts in New York City, in front of the pyramid at Giza, and along the Great Wall of China. They visited Moscow Red Square, Rome Piazza, Del Popolo, and La Grande Arche de la Défense. In Paris, the trash people don't look like rubbish. They are actually wonderful to look at, and it's amazing to see them standing in front of the ancient buildings or next to the world landmarks. Over the years, Scott saw half of the trash people and replaced them with new ones. The sculpture sold for 6,000 mark each. Doctors and dentists like to put them in the waiting rooms. Scott said the money from the sculpture paid for the trash people journey around the world. The journey lasts for 12 years. Luckily, the figures are very strong, so they could survive lots of journey and they could stand outside all kinds of weather. They stood in very hot, dry temperature in the desert during the visit to Egypt in 2002. They stood in very salty air in the underground salt mine in Globen, Germany. In 2008, the trash people visited the Arctic, so they experienced a very cold temperature too. Of course, Scott sometimes had to repair the trash people. He often had to clean the sculpture too. You should have seen them when they got back from the desert. Scott said there was sand all over them. The trash will attract lots of visitors in every country. For example, when they visit Brazil, 1 million people came to see them. During their 8-day stay in Rome in March 2007, 2 million visitors came to work along the lines of trash people. A visit from the trash people brought a lot of money to the city because tourists travel to see the sculpture and it spent money in the city hotels and shops. The trash people made the last journey in 2008. They visited the Arctic and stood in the ice and snow. Then their long tours of the world was finally over. Scott divided up the sculpture and gave them to 3 different cities in Germany. Scott hoped that the trash people would send an important message to the world. He wanted people to think how much rubbish we create. We live in trash time, he said. It's important to remember that not all rubbish becomes art. Most rubbish end up in rubbish dumps or landfills and it damages our environment. Scott wants people to create less rubbish and help protect the environment. So, it is the end of the story. Và đã kết thúc câu chuyện rồi. So you see, it is true that they say that one man's trash is another man's treasure. It's true. Và họ nói đúng thật. Bởi vì là rác của một người là báu vật của người khác. So, each Scott has used all the rubbish to create trash people. Và ông each Scott đã dùng rác của người khác để chế tạo thành người rác. So, do you want to have the environment? So, don't think rubbish dirty, and you can recycle and use it again. Và các bạn có muốn giúp môi trường sạch sẽ không nhỉ? Vì vậy thì các bạn đừng nghĩ là rác bẩn. Các bạn có thể tái chế lại và dùng nó lại. So thank you for watching. Bye.